Radwanska serving first.
Let for service. Love.
Well, the serve is going to be the key for Radwanska, getting a high percentage of first serves in, not allowing Azarenka to attack first up in the points.
Love.
Azarenka, a consistently bigger hitter of the ball, but Radwanska with an incredible amount of variety in her game.
Fifteen.
There's going to have to be more on the approach if she's to come forward.
Radwanska in the almost one-time traditional all-white, not quite all-white, still wouldn't have got past Wimbledon in the old days.
Cain, that last one. Love 15.
Azarenka gives the ball a ride on every shot. It might take a game or two for her to just find the timing that she wants on the ball.
Second service. Love 30.
Just a couple of centimetres in it, that's all it takes. She'll be working on that.
There's the man ever present in the stands when Vika is playing, Red Foob.
Superb that time.
15-30.
The other important man in Azarenka's corner is Sam Sumik, her longtime coach, who's done a great job with helping her hone her skills, get her temperament in the right place.
Well, great inventiveness on the part of Radwanska.
Well, that's one of the great
15,
things
14.
about Aga's game. She can improvise. Here, just lovely feel on the ball. In the lob, very deep in the court there. Beautiful placement.
2 early break points against Azarenka. She might have covered a lot more ground in that previous point, but it was worth the effort for Radwanska.
Cain.
And the number 5 seed gets the early break. 2 games to love.
Radwanska leads 2 games to love.
Well, as we expect from Radwanska, already playing a clever match. Shots working beautifully for her. Hasn't committed an unforced error yet. Radwanska just putting so much pressure on Azarenka.
She may not have quite the same hitting
15
power
love.
as Azarenka, but boy, she's got the persistence and she's got the cunning. And all the same, I wouldn't want her hitting me with a backhand.
Oh, she gets some pace on those shots. She uses the pace of the opponent so well too. She absorbs it. But that's what she's got to be careful of, having to rely on the second serve too
15
often.
all.
That's the weakness in her game. And Azarenka will be out to exploit it.
Fifteen, 13.
Timing still not quite there for Azarenka.
30 all.
Sometimes hard to get the timing against Radwanska because she's throwing in different paces of ball.
And that was a first serve.
30, 14.
Well, going for the slider out wide, but did not get it wide enough. Right in the spot for Azarenka to have a go at it.
Immediate break back chance.
Use.
She'll challenge this call, Azarenka.
The call on the right near sideline. The ball is called out.
Once again, you would rely on the umpire to overrule there if it was incorrect because it's right underneath her nose. So a bit of a waste of a challenge.
Especially this early in the set.
Azarenka has 2 challenges remaining.
Again. So Radwanska holds serve and she leads by 3 games to love. It's worth saying, though, that Azarenka hasn't had an unforced error by going for a silly shot or an impossible shot. She's been going for shots, hitting the ball great, but just slightly off on the timing, and it's just a matter of, well, a centimetre either way.
Well, they've played each other often enough. She will know Aga's game inside out. She may adjust. That one there, no pace on it.
15 all.
Lots of time, couldn't get forward into it, pushed away back in the court. And one thing you know for sure
15
against Radwanska, you've got to go out there with a very patient mindset because she's such a persistent player and will throw everything she has in a bag of tricks against you. And so far, Azarenka has just been a tad impatient.
Well, part of Radwanska's success is that she is unconventional in the way she plays some of her shots.
15.
And this is brings us back to the point where a lot of kids are overcoached into becoming machines and becoming a copy of other kids instead of being able to develop their own game.
Well, both of these women tremendous athletes, but Radwanska just with that natural gift of feel on the ball. She missed that one, but she does have a beautiful feel and touch. Yeah, those natural attributes you're talking about, coached by her father in her earlier years, same as her sister Ursula.
Yes.
Aga's sister also a top player in around the 40s, her ranking at the moment. That is one of the money shots for Azarenka, the backhand down the line where she can really push Radwanska deep into the court.
Well, that was worth double. It saved break point. Well, look, that's outstanding. That's the brilliance of Agnieszka Radwanska. The change of pace, the deception. She's brilliant at it.
Well, you won't see anything better than this.
Advantage.
And Azarenka would have thought she'd played a fairly good shot on that last one. but Radwanska got up to it and played an even more exceptional shot. Again, it's the feel on the ball. She improvises, knows exactly where the racket face is and what angle it's at. Something Martina Hingis used to do so well.
It wasn't a bad try, but it's out, and it saves another break.
Oh, critical game here for Azarenka's chances in this first set. Again, it was the backhand down the line doing the damage to Radwanska.
Advantage, Radwanska.
Boy, a double breakdown here would be a real shock to Azarenka.
She's really getting the runaround out here. Radwanska looking like she's got the ball on a string at the moment.
Well, how many shots do you have to hit to win the point? Azarenka hit powerhouse forehands and backhands down each line there that against most other players would have won the point.
Yeah, it's terrific defence from Radwanska and good persistence from Azarenka to keep going for those shots down the line. They're not going for too much and then playing for her opportunity to move forward. Clinging on in this game with some great tennis.
Didn't try to overdo the overhead wisely.
Advantage, Radwanska.
But it was the placement just made the reply too difficult for Azarenka. So that's another break point, Radwanska. Out, double break. That's like a 240-volt electric shock for Azarenka.
Radwanska leads 4 games to love.
Tough tennis from Radwanska. He's only made 2 unforced errors. When you see a player best matches, she often finishes the entire match in single figures as far as the unforced errors go, which makes it very tough for her opponents.
Love 15.
Well, good move here from Azarenka, getting on the attack.
But still forced to play one more shot to win the point.
She's got to be aggressive on the Radwanska serve. Good move coming to the net.
15 all.
She must frustrate a lot of opponents out of matches, Radwanska.
Oh, big time. I think really gets into the opponent's head. These two have played 5 times in the last 2 years since they met at the Australian Open in 2012 when Radwanska took the first set, and that she hasn't taken a set since then in those 5 meetings. Certainly looks on track to change that trend.
40-15.
How determined is Radwanska? It's 5-love.
Out. Lovely.
Well, now there is an indication of the frustration that is just eating away at Azarenka and her game.
Bit of stunned silence here.
Ooh, that hurt. That's out too. She'll explode in a moment.
15-13.
But this is sheer frustration brought on by the game of Agnieszka Radwanska and the scoreline. 5-love, 15-30. Unbelievable.
And those misses that you were talking about earlier by just centimetres.
Well, it's only about the 3rd time she's come up with a clean winner like that.
It has done her good to just vent some of those emotions.
Done that pretty well between points.
Hey. 40-13.
It's only the 2nd time she's had game point in any game. out.
Azarenka.
Well, at last. I mean, it would have been unbelievable
Radwanska leads 5 games to 1.
for her to have gone down 6 games to love. I mean, as unbelievable as it is. 5 games to 1, and Radwanska serving for the first set.
Love.
I did say before that her coach, Sam Sumik, had calmed her down and helped her with her temperament. Well, he has. But she is still prone to the odd explosion. There's the trouble that Radwanska finds herself in when she's forced to rely on the second serve and doesn't get the placement well enough.
Well, you said ball on a string. Certainly had it that time.
30-15.
Helped by the first serve going in. So that's a critical point for Radwanska. Not that particular point, but getting the first serve in.
Well, once again, the serve easy pickings for the Azarenka forehand. Really got a good strike on it, setting up that next ball.
Set point. Well, the crowd erupts as Agnieszka Radwanska in 33 minutes takes the first set in the championships that anyone has taken from Victoria Azarenka. There's another close call. She's going to challenge again. First point of the second set. She's going to challenge. And again, it was right under the umpire's chair.
Let's see.
And it's out.
Love 15.
Wasted challenge
Azarenka
again.
has 2 challenges remaining.
But that's frustration again.
$15.
Well, net cord set that ball up on the forehand for Azarenka, and yet she's still been frustrated out of the point.
15-13.
It's just very hard to get anything through Radwanska. And Radwanska, just such great touch on the lob there. Desperate attempt at the tweener from Azarenka. She's missed so few returns in this match, Radwanska.
That was a pretty good approach from Azarenka, and she was quickly on the net.
30-14.
Well, Vika trying to apply some pressure here to Aga. Look at that, she comes in, and Radwanska just picked her spot, played it cool as you like.
Break point. Miss hits came off the frame of Radwanska's racket. That was an opportunity lost.
And that's about the extent of her displeasure. You'll see her frown after mistiming that one.
She didn't mistime that.
Advantage.
That was superb.
Not a bad serve. Sends it back with a little bit extra pace. Using it.
Yes.
Oh, Radwanska missing that one, and Azarenka knows what she has to do here. She's really got to try and hit down the lines powerfully. Stay on the attack.
Advantage, Radwanska.
Third chance to get the jump on the champion here.
Yes.
Oh, didn't quite make it. She was there for the shot, but it was just too tough.
Advantage, Azarenka.
Game point Azarenka after having 3 break chances on her serve here in this first game.
This is a great point from Azarenka. She had Radwanska way behind the baseline. Chose her moment well to play the drop shot.
Yes.
We talk about the guile and the crafty nature of Radwanska's game, but she can produce a bit of power as well. And that's the thing. She surprises constantly with what comes off her racket.
Advantage, Azarenka. Game Azarenka. Lovely team.
Change of pace again for Radwanska, wins the point. She changed it up 3 times in the course of that rally.
15-all.
It's all about subtlety, isn't it? And in this one, she really upped the ante, got a lot more pace on the backhand down the line.
Yeah, just lulled Azarenka into a false sense of security, and then whammo.
Mm. 15-13.
There's no doubt that Azarenka is now striking the ball more confidently, has reduced her error count, and she'll be up to the task of taking advantage of any weaker serves. That's a good one.
That wasn't weak. Came off the paint down the centre line.
13-all. Thirteen. Yes.
Second serve was just 100 kilometres per hour from Radwanska. Got onto the return, but the lob, unfortunately, was a little too high, too long.
Advantage, Radwanska.
Well, Azarenka very anxious to get forward in the court, maybe just hesitated, didn't quite get far in enough. Needed to make her move more quickly.
Deuce.
This ball just a bit nothing, right in the hitting spot for Azarenka. Radwanska knew it.
If she go down the line again on the second serve.
Azarenka with the
Advantage, Azarenka.
upper hand in that point. Just dominating, getting control of the baseline, pushing Radwanska back in the court. But another good first serve saves the day there.
Deuce.
Well, that was only Azarenka's second break point of the match. She had a break back point early in the first set without success.
Advantage, Azarenka.
Well, once again, Azarenka just able to take charge of the point from the return onwards there. Radwanska, an uphill battle to try and get back into the point.
Perfect. How sweetly timed was that?
Deuce.
Well, this is classic Radwanska, drawing her opponent in with a lovely drop shot and then the lob, played to perfection. Very frustrating for Azarenka.
Well, she's had a couple of break points here. She'll be frustrated all over again if she can't establish herself in this second set pretty quickly. Well, this is just outstanding play. Agnieszka Radwanska.
One game all.
Is just a great example here of persistence pays.
Well, her anticipation is so good around the court. She's always there or thereabouts or running in the right direction, moving in the right direction, and she bamboozles her opponents who, quite frankly, don't know which way to go at times.
I know which way Azarenka will be going if she doesn't get a move on.
Fifteen love. Thirty love.
Wouldn't Azarenka love a quick, confident service game here after the struggle her first one in this set was?
Oh, perfect. To be able to make the shot is one thing, but to be able to make something of it is just extraordinary.
30-15.
It's brilliant. What a great run. And again, it's knowing where the racket face is and placing the ball perfectly. It's a gift, the feel on it. Oh, didn't miss by much.
40-15.
A lot of hard work to win a point. Azarenka having to come up with some really good stuff.
Cain Azarenka.
2 games to 1 on serve in the second set, thankfully for Azarenka. Ooh. Careful. Ball kid might get his head knocked off if he gets too close there. It's just a measure of Azarenka's anxiety, that attempted drop shot. She was there for it, the shot was on, but she was just too timid, too careful.
$30-15.
Time for a different game plan for Azarenka. That was better. She didn't have time to think about that.
This is a terrific point from the defending champion. That short ball was played perfectly, and good move in here to finish off, cut off the high ball.
Stop thinking and be instinctive.
Everything about what Radwanska does is so smooth, so fluent. It looks effortless. It's not, but she certainly makes everything look easy. Been voted the WTA fan favourite for the last 3 years running. The game a real crowd pleaser.
Cain, Radwanska.
Oh, she's got the nature to go with it as well. She's just such a pleasant person.
She's caused a few rumbles over the years with being outspoken about the shrieking and the grunting of players like Azarenka and Sharapova. Feels that it's excessive. Very few of the players have ever made that statement.
Plenty would like to.
Love 15.
Also had a bit of a tiff with Azarenka a couple of years ago when she complained about what she thought was her opponent faking an injury.
She and Sloane Stephens might be in the same camp then.
15-all.
As it turned out, the one that Radwanska was talking about, Azarenka was injured and had to pull out of the next tournament. Yeah, there have been a few little niggles over the years. Oh, that is sensational. Beautiful control on the return. And then the knockout blow.
15-13.
Gets down beautifully to the ball.
Two doubles in this game.
15-14.
And 2 break points for Radwanska to go up a set and a break. Who could have believed this before they walked out there? And that's the way it is. With a break, Radwanska leads a set and 3-2. There is a subtle but distinct difference between competitive and combative. And I think fans can tell the difference. And there's a combative edge about Azarenka.
Love 13.
Azarenka primed here, launching an all-out assault on the serve of Radwanska to make the break back.
Three chances to do it.
Love 14.
Got it.
Cain.
Immediate break back to 3-all for Azarenka.
3 games over.
So shots of Radwanska's just getting too short in the court. Giving Azarenka some good opportunities in that game.
Just to finish off my point about the difference between competitive and combative, I think fans see combative as being, if not a little bit of a mean streak, then just a little over-aggressive. That's the term I'm looking for, I'm not sure. But that's the way fans see it, I believe.
Well, she is an incredible competitor. She is never down and out in a match. And she will believe that she can come back and win this match. Certainly eliminated the errors, is striking the ball a lot more cleanly, controlling the points.
Well, those points earlier were finishing in an error from Azarenka. Now she's making them, and she leads by 4-3 in the second set.
4 games to 3, second set. 15-love.
Terrific shot from Radwanska. Nearly got the right knee onto the ground there. The Aga crouch. It's when she holds the ground on the baseline.
Hey. 30-love.
Didn't panic, got there in time, took her time.
40-love.
Didn't overpower the shot.
Well, this time, Radwanska looking for the drop shot. She read it. And once she's onto it, really makes a mistake from that position.
Half a dozen times now on second serve. She's gone down the line as Azarenka to great effect.
Game Radwanska.
4 games all. Second set, first set,
4
Radwanska.
games all.
And despite the fact that Azarenka has really started to find her touch and find her big game, the second set so far, only going to take 1 slip here.
Yes, the pressure really on Azarenka, and she's serving down the more difficult end. The sun a bit tricky up there.
Well, wasn't the wisest shot choice from Radwanska.
15 love.
A little bit tangled up and improvising there. You know, it was a case of Azarenka reading it, moving very quickly.
Well,
Good body language from Azarenka in this game. Talking about it being a pressure game. She looks like she's in charge of this match, the way she is marching around and playing these points. That's part of what makes her a champion.
Love. 40-15. Game Azarenka.
5-4 ahead. What sort of
New
pressure
balls,
can she put on the
please.
next serve of Radwanska? You've got to have that
15
facet
love.
to your approach to the game, but it's just the way you portray it, I guess, that makes the difference.
Well, that's the trouble for Radwanska.
15 all.
Points won on second serve have dropped dramatically in this second set. She's only won 4 of 13 points when she's had to rely on a second serve.
Thirty, 15. Forty, 15.
Gee, what an angle she came up with. She's so far back in the court. And brought the error into the net from Azarenka.
5 games over. Love 15.
Oh, she got the crowd gasping.
Yeah,
15.
both feet off the ground. The second
Airborne
last shot she
backhand.
hit. Yeah. And the one before that, she was both feet off the ground and really wailed the ball.
Thirty, 15.
Gets to a tie break here. You would think the odds would swing massively in Azarenka's favour. Oh, what a rally. And Azarenka being frustrated out of it again by the sheer persistence of Radwanska.
30 all.
Well, these are must-make points for the defending champion.
40, 30.
You talk about persistence. It's there down both ends of the court. Here, Azarenka refusing to make a mistake and coming up with a great backhand down the line to finish off here. Courageous play. It's the way she plays.
Cain, Azarenka.
6 games to 5. The pressure is now going to be on the Radwanska serve.
Azarenka leads 6 games to 5, second set. Love 15.
Oh, love 30. Azarenka's broken serve only once
Love 30.
in the match, and that was to get back to 3-all in this second set. Love 40. Well, to break here,
Love
to take the
14.
set and then serve first in the third set would be a huge advantage. Flashing forehand winner. That's the break. That's the second set to Azarenka. 7 games to 5.
Oh, what a nice way to start for Radwanska.
Love 15.
Well, she's had that done to her second serve many times in the match.
This isn't all-out power, but it's a beautiful angle.
Radwanska knew she was beaten the moment that came off.
15 all.
Azarenka's racket did not even take a step into court to chase. Too good.
Thirty 15.
It's a lovely first shot from Radwanska, but she wasn't able to get enough on the second shot where she was moving in behind it.
Forty 15.
Has had that right shoulder strapped since Hopman Cup. Has suffered a bit of shoulder soreness. Play. Radwanska said that that shoulder is susceptible to injury, and if there was one thing she could change about her body, she thinks it might be a bionic arm or a bionic shoulder.
Well, plenty of tennis players would like that. Impossible! Extraordinary! Outrageous!
Well, she looked out of this point, Radwanska, but again, it's that anticipation and the ability of knowing where the racket face is and what angle to have it at. She was on her way over there, read it.
Boy, deuce.
And she got a racket to that last one. It is so hard to hit a winner against this woman.
Advantage, Azarenka.
It's taking everything that Azarenka can muster out here. Great stretch there, but she managed to recover and again get across to the other side of the court and make an attempt on that one. Very solidly hit, bounce smash. Some pretty amazing noises coming from Azarenka.
Yes.
And some great tennis from Radwanska in that point.
Advantage, Azarenka.
Ooh.
She'll challenge this. It's worth a challenge this time, I think.
The ball was called out.
There's very little in it. It may be out, but if it is, it's not by far. Oh, maybe it is. Well, that was how hard hit it was.
That's a bad miss
Yes.
from Azarenka.
Azarenka has 2 challenges remaining.
Really had Radwanska out of that part of the court.
Advantage, Radwanska.
That's close to the line as well.
Radwanska challenging the call on the right baseline. The ball was called out.
Not the first challenge at all, I think, from Radwanska. And it is out.
Yes.
But it was a critical
Radwanska
point in
has
the
2
game
challenges remaining.
for her and worth a shot, I guess.
Fault.
Yes, I was waiting for the linesman's call.
Yeah.
Azarenka challenging the call on the left service line. The ball was called out.
Called by Victoria Azarenka from the umpire's chair.
She hasn't shown a lot of trust in the umpire today. Challenging balls right on the line. The umpire's sitting above, and that one there.
Radwanska wins the point. She gets the break. Extraordinary.
Love 15.
How casual and how perfect was that?
I've got to say, sometimes she just makes her opponents look silly. It's amazing. Toying with Azarenka.
It's almost as if she's saying, for my next trick.
Yes. And then that flusters the opponent.
30-15.
Pained look on the face of Azarenka. Could admire the sheer never say die attitude of Agnieszka Radwanska. Oh, what a forehand. Extraordinary. I've said that 6 times in the last 3 games.
Well, this is a brilliant point from Radwanska. Just biding her time and then really putting the pace on the last forehand.
121 kilometres per hour off the forehand. That's considerably bigger than the first serve. It's out. That's the game.
Oh, careful.
She could get a warning for that.
She'll get the crowd offside too.
And Radwanska consolidates the break at a set all, 2-love. And the champion is rattled.
Now hitting that in temper. If she'd hit a lines person then, that would have been very bad. And she came close.
It's out too. She can't believe it.
Love 15.
Double fault. That's what's messing.
Love 30.
That's how it's messing with Azarenka's head. The situation that she's in here, the position she's been put in by her opponent with extraordinarily inventive play, dogged persistence. Radwanska just refuses to wilt.
14.
And certainly a mini implosion here from Azarenka.
Out. Wow, is there any comeback from 2 breaks down for Victoria Azarenka?
Love. 15-all.
Keeping her poise in that point. It'll be point by point for her. Magnificent.
Well, that was classic Radwanska.
30-15.
She was right on the deck.
Down she goes into the agate crouch, but then she gets up from that so quickly. Terrific athlete. Recovers from the crouch and goes in for the volley put away.
Oh, just too good. Not attempting to overpower the ball, going for placement.
40-15.
One of the things that she's so good at is recovering her court position, the right court position. Always in the right spot. And sending it in the right direction.
An ace. The first ace of the match for either player to close out the 4th game.
4 games to love.
2 breaks up.
And this is her fastest serve of the match yet at 167 kilometres an hour. Just making a real statement there.
Might point out too that she hasn't served a double fault either. She has got the most uncanny judgment, the most uncanny feel for her whereabouts on the court.
Oh, what about the movement on the court? How hard is it to hit a winner for Azarenka? 2 of those shots would not have come back against any other player, but not only is Radwanska there, but she gets that back, an unplayable shot.
All. 30-15.
genius. Extraordinary athleticism, but absolute genius. What courtcraft Radwanska has.
Oh, what a joy to watch. The pirouette as she played that high
30.
backhand and picking these shots off. Again, one word, anticipation and awareness out there on the court. Beautiful tennis.
Well, Radwanska's consistently covered 12 to 15% more
40.
territory than Azarenka in these very testing ground stroke exchanges, but she scampers, recovers, and wins.
What a good response there from Azarenka.
Deuce.
The back against the wall, comes up with a terrific serve. And very aggressive in finishing off.
Advantage, Radwanska.
Too many squeals.
She'll be squealing all the way to the locker room shortly.
It's just wonderful watching the way Radwanska is playing these points. Again, brave move there from Azarenka.
Deuce.
She is fighting so hard to stay in this match. It's a great combination when she can get the big serve in and move forward for the kill. Seen anything like this, the way she is defending out here and turning the points around.
Unbelievable.
She's all over the court, Radwanska.
Advantage, Radwanska.
Covered more than 45 metres all around the court, anticipating the next move.
Here's a second serve. A double fault to
Cain
give
on
away.
last
A triple break in the deciding set. It's 5 games to love.
Love.
Well, Azarenka, really, just no answers out here to the magic play of Radwanska.
Well, this is Radwanska's
15-all.
5th time in the quarterfinals here at the Australian Open. The last 3 years, well, this 4th year successively. Odds on to go one better here.
$30-15.
She's on the brink of a monumental achievement, turning around a rivalry where Azarenka has beaten her so many times.
We're at match points. The fight has gone out of Azarenka.
40-15. Thank you. Radwanska, 2-1, 6-1, 5-7, 6-0.
What a great winner for the Spine player. He was the same title for the Australian Open Championship.